What's going on, everyone? I am Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Bhad Bhabie and how Bhad Bhabie, or I'll just call her Danielle because that's her name, aka rapper Bhad Bhabie, has gotten herself into some hot water with melanated women on social media because she was showing a picture of her wearing these braids, and then people pointed out they didn't like it. So what she decided to do was go and put up a post that has gone viral where she basically is doubling down on this and is saying she could go far worse, be more disrespectful to these sisters because of this. Now we're gonna get into it, but make sure y'all like the video and hopefully you're sharing it. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay, and shout out to everybody that donates to the platform. You can join the channel to become part of the chat elite. You know, you can follow me on Patreon that supports this channel and donate to Cash Out, whatever you want to do to support the content. All right, because we're gonna keep growing. Okay, we're gonna keep progressing, and we're gonna keep kicking the mentally flawed and weak to the wayside. All right. Now, let me just say this about Bhad Bhabie. Bhad Bhabie's 15 minutes should have been up a long time ago. The fact that she's still around just shows you the power of a white girl that acts like a black female. Let's just be real about this. Do you think she had gone this far if she was just a melanated female? That was a melanated young girl that came onto Dr. Phil's show that sort of acted similarly, right? But no one has heard from her since. Okay, you know why? Because no one cares. You know, that act only works for people like Danielle Rigoli, right? So she put up this post on Instagram. She says, to all of the melanated females that are saying my hair unit ain't, but she spelled ant wrong, but ain't meant for box braids. Guess what? Y'all hair ain't meant to be straight, but y'all glue whole wigs on your heads and sew Brazilian, Indian, Peruvian hair, which is anything like your natural hair texture at all. And I don't say a thing, neither do the other cultures that you get their hair from. And on top of that, I'm not one of the people who has ever made fun or said anything bad about girls with box braids or any type of braids. I completely agree that would be out of line and cultural appropriation if I was trashing black girls for wearing braids, them getting them. That's what it is. But that's not the situation at all. So leave me alone or I'm gonna start getting real disrespectful. And that was her threat to these women on social media. This is what I want to know from a lot of these sisters. Are you gonna have the same energy for Bhad Bhabie that you had for Patrick Patterson? That's what I want to know. Now, is Bhad Bhabie totally wrong about what she's saying? No, she's not totally wrong. You do have melanated women who do get the wigs and they get the weaves from these different cultures, right? And nobody calls that cultural appropriation. But when you have these sisters get their hair a certain way, they not considered cultural appropriation, but what she doing is. But I think that for the most part, what Danielle doesn't understand is that, you have been pushing the lines of trying to be like a sister, and you can see why people are annoyed by you, And I will also say that there's also something that I noticed too in the comment section, especially on the Shade Room, maybe some other places. There are actually other melanated females who are defending Danielle. They are defending her, which shows you that there is no sisterhood amongst melanated women unless they're coming at melanated men. This is what goes on. There are sisters who agree with her. There are sisters who still support her. But then you got people who look at my content as if it's bad. You have this, you have this Caucasian female who basically is making money off of what would be your culture. Basically saying, yeah, I'm going to wear box braids or braids and what? You copy our culture all the time. But you will have me giving a very logical analysis on some of the things that are going on in the melanated community, and people think that I'm bashing women. Are y'all gonna go over there? Y'all gonna have that same energy for Danielle? Do you know why they're not gonna have that same energy for Danielle? Is because they consider her part of the sisterhood. They do. They embrace a lot of these, non-melanated women into the community. This is why she feels so comfortable to say this. This is why she feels so comfortable to say this. Y'all been inviting her to the cookout way too much. Now she feels comfortable to say she gonna be even more disrespectful because she doesn't fear y'all. Meanwhile, you got Patrick Patterson having to apologize over and over for just apparently calling his sister, saying that she looks like a bulldog. Notifications going off live while I'm recording. Ain't that something? But this is the world that we are in. And these are the hypocrisies that we have. We have these hypocrisies and nobody wants to address them. I'm going to address them. I want to know if y'all going to have the same energy, because I'm seeing a lot of these sisters defending her. You got some that are speaking out against her, but you also have those that are defending her because she knows that those chicks are going to defend her. She knows that she invited to the cookout. She knows that she can date black dudes and y'all be okay with it. Unless it's a dude that y'all want, then y'all not okay with it. See, this is why, again, you got to be careful who you allow in your circles and into your culture, because then they'll start acting like it's theirs. Now, again, I have no problem with her wearing the braids, but I just feel like this female, Danielle Bregoli, I think her 15 minutes are up. Why is she even still around? Who's keeping her around? And she has a lot of melanated females defending her, and that's sad. It's sad that she has a lot of melanated females defending her in this particular situation. It should not be going down like that. It should not be going down like that. Y'all should be coming together and having the same energy for her that you have for Patrick Patterson. Now, I'm not saying everything that she said was wrong, because everything she said wasn't wrong. There are sisters who wear those straight hair that is not of their own, and they don't call that cultural appropriation. But what Bhad Bhabie represents is the Caucasian woman being fed up with the fact that y'all are able to say and do certain things and get away with it, but they can't. Like wearing certain hairstyles. Now, maybe by the time I have posted this video, she's already made an apology. I don't know. I don't think she's going to retract what she said. I really don't. Here you have a teen. I believe she's 16, maybe 17. And the fact that she's been in the spotlight as long as she has, that people have not forgotten about her, just shows you that not only is she being pushed to the forefront, there are people who are supporting her push to the forefront. Y'all gotta understand that. You gotta stop supporting people like this if you don't want them taking advantage of your culture. This is for the people that are outraged. She doesn't have the following that she has without people supporting her. You got to understand this. There are a lot of people who look like you and me that are supporting her, male and female, that are supporting her, that are bigging her up, that are defending her. You have to be able to understand that. I understand that. I understand people's nature. I understand that you have people who have a low self-esteem. They uplift other groups of people to make themselves feel good, to feel validated, to feel wanted. And let me just say this. In the melanated community, there's a underlying tone to how we feel about other groups of people, because no matter how pro black somebody may be, they still may have an affinity to date people of an opposite racial group. We all know this. This stuff goes on. It's not a secret. So I want y'all to understand something. This female, when she does things, you can tell that she never really had, solid parenting. Her mother probably allowed her to do whatever she wanted to do. Father probably wasn't there. She was basically raised off social media. She was raised probably by her friends who were melanated, and she followed behind them because she has no identity. You have to understand, people like this have no identity whatsoever. They have no identity, and they go searching for an identity. And they know that because of how they look, they can fit right into the melanated community, because you have a lot of people who don't like themselves. And because they don't like themselves, they will welcome people like Bhad Bhabie into their group. Until Bhad Bhabie starts dating some of the brothers, starts dressing like the sisters. Because you got to understand, she is competing with you. She is competing with you. While you got females defending her, she's competing with you. Okay? She's trying to elbow you out the way for positioning, because she doesn't fit in anywhere else. She's considered trash by her own group of people, and she knows this. This is why she's trying to fit in with y'all. But I guarantee you, when she gets a little bit older and gets out of this phase that she's in, she's going to leave y'all behind. All you melanated people that are defending her, she's going to pull a Miley Cyrus and just go from trying to be, like the sisters, to going back to trying to fit into her own community. This is what's going to go on. You got to be careful with these liberal-minded women, man. And the fact that they have no culture, they're going to seek out one. They're going to be promiscuous. They're not going to respect themselves, and they're not going to respect you or your culture. So you really have to take that into consideration. All right. So make sure y'all like the video, follow me on social media, and I'm out.